When he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? Okay. And then I said, so what I did wrong? Yeah. He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, okay. There's multiple people headlights off, first of all, and then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up?
Huh?
Can you pull that law up?
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Can you call your supervisor?
Huh?
Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands.
Here.
I'm here. What is your reason, sir?
Step out.
What is your reason?
Step out now.
All right. No, don't.
Get on the ground.
Stop fighting.
Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm resisting.
Hands behind your back.
What's wrong with you?
I was putting my hands behind my back.
Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking.
I'm fucking talking shit, bro. I was doing it, bro. What's going on, man?
You're under arrest. That's what's going on.
No, bro.
Yes, bro.
You
Yes.
have a lawful reason, bro.
Big knife center in here too.
You gonna throw my phone like that, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off of you, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to have a regular conversation with y'all, bro.
That's how it works.
Too late.
It ain't gonna too late.
When they asked you to step out of the vehicle, you should have done that shit.
So your partner didn't even ask.
Marijuana in his right pocket.
Yes, it is.
So why close the door if you see him pull up?
Because, man, what you mean? He talking about arresting me and stuff, bro. I didn't do nothing.
It's called resisting, idiot.
I didn't do nothing wrong, sir. Can you back me up to the car so I can clean up? Shut up.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Thank you so much for clicking on this episode. I really do appreciate your love and support on this channel. So I just happened to come across this quite disturbing video of this black man who was violently attacked by police officers, the same people that are supposed to be protecting him. So on Feb 19th, this is what the guy is saying. He was pulled over at 4 p.m. for his headlights being off. There was no rain, there was no smoke or fog. In fact, he could see a part of the blue sky. He simply asked for a supervisor and things escalated quickly, as you will see on our today's video. Quite disturbing, guys. I don't understand. Like, watching this broke my heart, and watching a black cop being in this video, it's so sad, guys, that even being a black man, you're gonna be in the midst of the same people that are violently attacking one of your own when you know that they had not done any wrong. Like, the light was out. He was even stating that there are other cars that are passing with their headlights off. It was daytime. I mean, it was 4 p.m. and he was not causing any harm to anyone. I want us to watch these videos together, guys. Every clip and every stitch that you'll be seeing on our today's episode, credits belongs to the original creators of these videos that you're seeing on your screens. This video is quite disturbing and very hurting for most of you, I know, to watch. But it needs to be brought out here to create awareness and for this guy to get justice that he deserves. So let's just dive right ahead and we'll come back with more commentary.
What the fuck is this?
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands.
Here.
I'm here. What is your reason, sir?
Step out.
What is your reason?
Step out now.
All right.
Get on the ground.
Don't.
Get on the ground.
Stop fighting.
He was pulled over for having no headlights during the day. This was on February the 19th. He went to the hospital, suffered a concussion, a chipped tooth, and 9 stitches in his lip. All he did was ask for a supervisor. This is guy number 1, close up. Guy number 2 literally looked straight at the camera, and so did this guy. Shame on you guys. There were men that were found lynched. This is happening. Like, how long are we gonna let this continue? I don't know how this story is not more viral. This is crazy.
I'm trying to make it make sense because all of that happened over a traffic stop because he wasn't using his headlights. So you damage his property, you punch him in the face several times, you attack him. How many police officers was that? 4 or 5? For one person that wasn't even fighting back? Crazy, and it's sickening, and it's tiring, and it's all the things that we have all said and seen before. But why? Why? I don't get it. When is it going to stop? At this point, I'm truly believing it will never end. What was the point of that? These police, man, these police everywhere are just sickening, disgusting, terrible human beings that need a lot of help. All right, a lot of these police officers are mentally unstable, and it's clear as day. What the fuck was that for?
This is the face of an individual who tried to talk reason, logic, and just tried to get an understanding of why his car was being surrounded by 4 officers due to a traffic stop. He was stopped for his headlights not being on in the rain, where clearly there's a lot of visibility because it's not that dark out there. His name is 904 Will on Instagram. And as you can see in the video, he was brutally attacked. Not just by 2 white officers, but by 2 black officers as well. It seems like they already knew why they wanted to pull him over. This was some type of ritual or initiation. And I believe that the black officers were under the understanding that these white officers were to do this to a black male so that way they can prove themselves to them. Because we all know black officers don't have any type of backbone, and they will do anything in the field of being an officer to try to prove themselves to their white counterparts. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office of Florida did release a statement stating that this is under investigation because 904 Will released this video within the past 15 hours. This happened in February. This should have been under investigation before the video released, but they didn't think anybody was going to see it. They didn't think it was going to get out. Anytime I see something like this, I'm going to post about it. I don't care how many views it doesn't or does get. This is the type of shit that pisses me off. And to those black officers, they know they are a bunch of punks. With a lack of better words, because I really want to use some other choice words, but I don't want my video getting taken down. So do your research, share this, because I need him to be brought to justice. He is alive, he is well, but we need him to get some money out of this inconvenience. This is traumatizing. This is going to traumatize him for the rest of his life. This is going to traumatize his children, if he has any, for the rest of their lives, because he is constantly going to have his head on a swivel and feel like, I don't even want my children out here, just like I do. I have 4 boys. I don't want my kids out here with these fucking punks and these aggressors and these fucking criminals and badges.
So I wanted to spread awareness on this Jacksonville story. 904 Will gets pulled over in a routine traffic stop. His window doesn't roll down on his side. He literally asks the officer, "Excuse me, why are you pulling me over?" He said, "Because you don't have your headlights on." He said, "Well, it's not raining and other people don't have their headlights on." He said, "It doesn't matter." And then 904 Will asks, "Can I speak to your supervisor?" Immediately after, he says, "Go ahead." The officer on his side of his window breaks the window and immediately punches him in the face. They tell him to lift his hands up and this and that. They pull him out the car and start literally beating on him. And this whole time, this man kept his composure the whole time. This was literally a hard watch. As me having a black son, this literally can happen to anyone. And something needs to be happening to these officers. They can't just get away with this. This is crazy.
So I just wanted to get on here and talk about something. So there's a video going viral of a young man being pulled out of a car in Jacksonville, Florida. Now that's where I'm from. That's where I reside. And when I tell you it was brutal, it was very disgusting. He had his hands up at all times. His window was broken. They bust open his window. Y'all have to see the video. It's very viral. What I wanted to speak on is the black police officer that was in the background. Like, he is about to go through a lot of scrutiny because he is a black man and he allowed that to happen. Everything in that video was definitely illegal, overforced, and this has to stop. It very much has to stop. I know the police are dying for no reason. People are just attacking them and stuff like that, but this has to absolutely stop. I don't think us We need to stick together. We have to stick together for this young man. We have to get justice for this young man, because if not, I live in Jacksonville. My daughter could be driving, and that could happen to her. My son could be driving, and that could happen to him. And I'll be damned if that happens to one of mine. Let me tell you something. I will take the whole courthouse down in Jacksonville, Florida. Do you hear me? So I just wanted to bring awareness to this video. His name is 904 Will on Instagram. He posted it yesterday. This incident happened February 19th of this year. So we have to get justice for this young man, okay? Go ahead and comment, like, post, go to his page, go to Hollywood Unlocked, The Shade Room. Everybody has posted it. We have to hold Jacksonville Sheriff's Office accountable. We need answers this week.
What is it about then? Is it about his shirt because it's red? Is it because he didn't have his headlights on? Is it because he resisted arrest by just sitting there asking for a supervisor? What is it? What is it about then? Please enlighten.
Wait, so that dude that was in that car, he's at the traffic stop. The cop, his windshield, punched him in the face and pulled him out the car. Then he punched him. For what though? I'm confused on what he did. Did I miss anything? These cops are getting this is ridiculous. Is he okay? That just pissed me off. I thought I seen that video. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Think that it's gonna get out. I don't know when this video is posted, but as an attorney in Jacksonville, this has been sent to me multiple times today, and I'm curious to see what comes out of this. But if we don't speak out about the bad acts of officers, there will be no change. So if you have had a similar situation and you have it on film, like, post it, because why not? Why not just continue to expose the bad acts of people who are supposed to be protecting us, who are supposed to serve a very different and noble purpose? So I encourage this behavior from the citizens to continue to post the things that have happened to you and just see what happens.
It's so sad seeing this that is happening to today, like in 2025. Police brutality in the United States of America, what Black Americans are facing, racial profiled, being pulled over by the cops for no reason, and end up being detained or arrested for no good reason because they suspect them or anything of the sort. Now you could clearly hear in this video of this police officer telling this man to stop resisting. You could clearly see that this man didn't resist. In fact, his left side of the window was not working, and that's why he was talking to the other police officer on the other side. But this guy decided to break his window, punch him on his face, opened the car, slandered the man to the ground for no good reason. You can see that he was lying when he said that this guy was restraining arrest, which we can clearly see that it's all a lie. Clearly, we can see that he was denied his rights. He was assaulted by the same people that should be protecting him. The most hurting part about all of this is this guy being beaten in the presence of a Black officer who will now one day, if he's young or he's planning to have kids, probably will have Black kids that might have the same treatment like they were treating this young Black man who was not doing any harm to anyone, and he just stayed there without doing anything. I don't understand what was going through his mind when all this was happening, with all that Black Americans have been facing. Unless I can say probably this guy is a Black immigrant and not a Black American, because I don't understand how a Black American would just stand there, watch as his fellow colleagues are attacking an innocent man, a man that don't mean any harm to any of them or anyone. With the history, the police brutality that people have been preaching and all that, I still don't want to believe that this guy is a Black American. I just want to believe that this guy is a Black immigrant that don't care, honestly. Because after all that your people have gone through, you're still gonna stand there and watch them hurt another innocent Black man, hurt this guy to a point that he sustained a chipped tooth, needed 9 stitches in his lips, suffered a concussion, and is experiencing short-term memory loss. and he just stood there, knowing like beating this guy, what it's gonna lead to. Said nothing, didn't even want to help. And I'm even wondering what went after this camera was turned off by these police officer that we saw. Thanks to God that this guy was recording, because if he came here and narrated his story, most people would not have believed, and most people would be asking like, what did you do before that happened? As most of you come and ask like, what happened before this happened? You clearly saw what happened. This guy didn't harm anyone. This guy was right by everything that he did. He was asking to speak to the supervisor, like that is his right, and it was never given to him. It's quite sad seeing black people still going through this in the United States of America. And I just happened to have done another episode of this woman, black woman who was beaten in Russia, who was violently attacked in Russia by her neighbors. She moved from the US to go to Russia because she believed that there should be safer than in the US. There she'll experience less racism and less discrimination. But she ended up having the same experience as she had in the United States of America, like being discriminated, people being racist towards her for no reason. And now the police officers that are supposed to be protecting people, that are supposed to be there for you, are the ones that are actually attacking you for no reason. Quite sad seeing all this guy just for this one man. I don't know what you all think, guys, but this happened and people have been reporting about this. So the only mistake that he did as per the police officer that actually decided to break his window is because he asked to speak to his supervisor. I think they felt intimidated, and I think they felt bad that this guy knew his rights, and that didn't make them happy. So after this case, there have been civil legal case progress, including actions by attorney Benjamin Crump and Henry Daniels. There have been so many relevant news or press coverage that has actually covered about these, and you've also seen people talking about this as on this video. I hope that he gets the justice that he deserves, and I hope that all these people will be charged accordingly, like all these police officers. One, they don't deserve to be police officers, because the work of a police officer is to protect its citizens, and this is not what these police officers did. Instead, they attacked their citizen. Instead, this is what happens when it comes to black people in the United States of America. Instead of them getting the protection they deserve, police officers are a threat to the black community in the United States of America. And this is not the first case that we've seen. This is not the first case we've come across, but this is one of the many, and still nothing that is changing. Let me know what your thoughts are on the comment section. I feel so bad that this guy had to go through this. I hope that he gets the justice that he deserves. Thank you so much for watching up to this part, and until the next episode, bye.